Damn, been a minute since I made one of these. Guys, I made a video like a year ago when the Naruto S.H.Figuarts line was announced that it was coming back. Now, you guys know me, all right? You know how much I love S.H.Figuarts. You know how much I love Dragon Ball. When I started collecting the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line, I never knew how big it would become for me, all right? I quit collecting Funko Pops. I quit collecting Marvel Legends. I quit collecting Black Series. I quit my wife, my job.
You what?
She really more so quit me. Doesn't matter. But I've gotten to the point now where I have entire displays, dioramas, a YouTube channel dedicated to my love of the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line. And I never thought anything could rival it. If there was ever gonna be one thing, it would be the Naruto S.H.Figuarts line. And today, my collection begins. So you guys can tell probably from the title of this video what we're gonna be doing today, okay? This is not a review, this is not an unboxing. My figures kind of got delayed. I think most people have had them for at least a month. I ordered mine from Big Bad Toy Store, so maybe if you ordered from there as well, yours also were delayed, but I just got them in. I got the first two last week, and the third one was delayed. I was hoping I was gonna have all three of them for this video, but I guess it's not gonna happen. But we at least got the two best characters, you know, the main focus of the series, the two strongest by the time it was all said and done. The two best members of Team 7, the chosen ones. You know the vibes. We got, oh shit. We got Naruto! And of course, we got Sakura!
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Nah, I'm just kidding, obviously. Sasuke didn't make it, guys. We only got Naruto and Sakura. Basically the way it was for most of the series, you know? Sasuke was off playing with snakes and whatever. We didn't miss him at all. God, I'm such an idiot. Guys, my wife didn't actually, I don't have a wife, okay? But yeah, I'm not gonna be reviewing these guys. I've had them for a couple of days. There are tons of reviews on YouTube. I'm sure you've seen them. Yeah, just some quick thoughts. I mean, they both look amazing. I think Sakura looks a little bit better. You get nice shading on both of them, at least on the clothes. You can see it really well on Sakura, a little bit on the orange for Naruto as well. I wish they had some shading on the skin and in the hair, but any shading at all will take. But like I said, I mean, you guys know how many S.H.Figuarts I have, mostly Dragon Ball. But it's everything I've come to expect from that line. You get the quality, you get the articulation, you get the accessories. The likeness is spot on as usual. I think Sakura is a little more, I don't know, something about Naruto feels a little bit off, but nothing that's like, wow, this figure sucks. Like, he still looks amazing, and so does Sakura as well. But like I said, articulation, quality, it's all there. So yeah, I mean, you guys can tell what we're doing. We're gonna be making a full Naruto display today. I've had a piece of foam for a while, so I'm gonna be making a diorama. I made a video, again, this was probably not quite a year ago, but close to a year ago, I made a video on how I make my dioramas, because every time I do a Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts collection display update video, I always get questions on how I got my dioramas or how I make them. So I do have a full video. I made 3 different ones. In that one, I made a My Hero Academia one, a Demon Slayer one, and a Dragon Ball one. But I knew when my Naruto figures came in, I wanted to do a video like this, doing another diorama video, because I still do get questions. I'm gonna try to do this one from start to finish. And then obviously incorporating the figures into the video. It is a shame that we only have Naruto and Sakura. Did you guys hear that? Hold on. Could it be? Is Team 7 gonna be finally reunited? Find out next time on Naruto Shippuden. But I am playing. Sasuke showed up this morning, so I knew I had to make the video. I've been waiting for all 3 of them to come in. I was just playing with you guys, okay? Here it is, the big reveal. Sauce! What the hell is this? Sasuke?
But you can't do this to me.
Damn, I don't know if the scale is right on these. I'm kidding, guys, I'm kidding. Here he is. Sasuke Uchiha. Definitely my favorite of the 3 characters and definitely the one I was most excited to get of the initial Team 7 release. Before you ask, I haven't pre-ordered Kakashi yet, but I do plan on getting him. I didn't get Madara. Maybe one day I'll get him, but I ain't paying that. So I guess I did lie. I guess I am gonna be unboxing something in this video, but it won't be like a formal unboxing. I'm just gonna kind of open them up, give my initial thoughts. I'm sure like articulation wise, it's the same as the other guys. Damn, it feels good to have a Sasuke figure, man. The day we get Itachi, I'm going full fanboy. I'm going crazy on that. I might buy 2. Yeah, Sasuke feels really good. The articulation on all of these is honestly awesome. The whole Figuarts line continues to get better. I just got Gohan from the Dragon Ball Super movie. And the articulation on him, even compared to a lot of their 2.0s, is like, you can already see the improvement. Something I'm noticing already, like the back of his hair is on his neck, so it's like, it's not obstructing his head movement, which is awesome. Let's talk about some of these faceplates. That's all I really care about. I probably will pose him with the sword. So I do want to say, the one thing I was kind of disappointed about that I saw before I even got this figure is that the faceplate I wanted to use would have been him with the Rinnegan from the War Arc. It's not even gonna focus. It's not a review, all right? You guys have seen this. You know what I'm talking about. They only have one, and it's him yelling. So I can't have him just like standing there, like menacing, like just as Sasuke usually does. Like he's gotta be angry if I want him to have the Rinnegan. Furthermore, if I want to use the Mangekyo, he's got these gritting teeth. So obviously I understand they can't give us like a million heads, but maybe they could have done something where they like swap out the eyes. Like I know Amazing Yamaguchi does that. At least for Sasuke, but maybe, I don't know, like, but I don't know, this is like uncharted territory. It's obviously something you don't have to worry about with like Dragon Ball figures because their eyes don't change, but when we start getting into these Uchiha figures and a lot of other characters in Naruto, the eyes are so important and there's so many variations to the eyes that you don't really want to be limited to a facial expression just based on the eyes. Because I want him to be looking like this, but I'd prefer if he had the Rinnegan, so I'm probably going to be stuck with this. So I don't know, maybe Demoniacal Fit gets involved and they make like a Sasuke head pack. It's not a huge deal breaker, but it is just kind of annoying. It'd be my only gripe. Honestly, between all 3 figures, it would be my only gripe. But yeah, man, super excited to have... Okay, let's get him out of this dumbass pose. So I've obviously already got Sakura and Naruto posed up. I want to kind of recreate like the Team 7 getting back together pose. Man, it looks awesome to see all 3 of them together. But yeah, super excited to get Sasuke. I'm going to pose him up with the sword. That'll be at the end of the video. Once the diorama is complete, I will show you all 3 of the figures posed, on display, lights on. And that's going to be the second part of this video, and that's what we're going to start doing right now. So, like I said, I want to recreate the 3 of them getting back together in the War Arc. So I'm thinking the diorama I'm going to be making is for the War Arc. It's not quite like Dragon Ball where we have like really segmented parts of the story. Like we have Namek, and then we have the Cell games, and we have like the Tournament Power Ring, where everything is like really obvious where the story takes place. I can separate it in my DTOF cubes, have all the characters that fit into it. Naruto's a little bit more random. It's a little bit more spread out, like where they're fighting, where the story is taking place, with a few exceptions. So when we get Pain and when we get Sage Mode Naruto and Hinata, I definitely want to create like the crater from when Konoha was like blown up. So I think that will be really cool. But for now, something that's going to fit everybody is going to be the War Arc. Obviously, Sakura is not going to be accurate because she would have had her like shinobi like vest on and everything. So it's not going to be perfect, but it will be fine for now. Kakashi will slide in there as well. If I get Madara, he would also fit in that. But let me know some other dioramas I can make as this line continues to expand. I'm definitely going to need another DTOF, which I'm dreading having to buy and put together. But it's something that's just going to have to happen, man. The more this line continues to grow, the more figures I'm going to get. I'm fully in on this line. I'm going to collect as many as I can. Like, honestly, eventually, I think it'll be at the same scale as my Dragon Ball collection. I said that at the beginning of the video. So super excited. So let me know other dioramas you'd like to see me make. But for now, we're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do the war arc. So let's start that part of the video, man. First thing we're gonna do is head over to my DTOF, check out the lay of the land, see the display. I'm gonna kind of remeasure because I don't know exactly the size. I don't remember it off by heart. I haven't made a diorama in a while. The last one I made was when I made that video, like I said, which was almost a year ago. So we're gonna figure that out. I might shift some stuff around so that the Naruto one is a little bit higher, but we'll figure that out when we get over there. So let's go. All right, so here's issue number 1. This is my DTOF. You guys have seen it probably in some other videos where I've kind of got some random stuff going on. The other two are all Dragon Ball. This one, you can see I've got Demon Slayer, I've got My Hero Academia. Up at the top, I've got the OG Dragon Ball. So this last cube at the bottom here was always saved for Naruto, but I don't know, Naruto is like my second favorite anime. Does it make sense for it to be all the way at the bottom? Should I put them at the bottom because chronologically I got them last, or should I put them near the top because it came out before Demon Slayer and My Hero and because I watched it before? I don't know. It's probably not that big of a deal, but I'm gonna just start with it down here. I'm gonna see how they look, and then if I feel like it's being disrespected, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll slide it up near the top, underneath Dragon Ball. But yeah, let's get this thing measured. Normally I would just take, like if I was making more than one at the same time, I would just take the other one and measure it, or take one out, but I don't wanna have to move all my figures, so I'm just gonna measure it, but let's go.
A few inches later.
All right, I got my measurements. For anybody wondering, at least the way I do them, it's about 30 centimeters deep by 38 centimeters wide. Canadian metric, which would be like 11 3/4 and like 15 inches for all you Americans out there, which I know most of you are, so maybe I should have done that to begin with. But yeah, those are my measurements. Let's get the foam and let's get to cutting. All right, so I've had a piece of foam saved for a while. It was just kind of left over. So I've had it saved over here. I've got that little thin one too I might use for something one day, but hold on. That should be a little bit better. We can see the whole thing. So this is a really big piece. I'm not gonna need all of this. So that's where the measurements come in. So I have talked about this before. I buy them in really big sheets. And then that way I can make multiple dioramas out of them. So you can get this at Home Depot, Lowe's, you know, whatever your local hardware store is. You can buy just individual ones that'll get you like 1 diorama. The really big ones will get you like 3 or 4. So this is just left over from the last batch of dioramas I made. So yeah, that's step number 1. Get your foam, and then we will measure, which we've already done, and then we will cut it to size. Let's test it out. Yeah, it should go this way. So I think that little chunk over there is gonna stop it from fitting, but I think otherwise it would be good. And this is exactly why you check. So I'm gonna trim a little bit on the sides, and then we will be good to go and start making it look nice. All right. So let me show you guys some of the reference images I'm looking at in terms of how I want to sculpt the rocks and then eventually what color I want them to look at. So, I mean, this is the image we want to create eventually with the 3 of them. So you can see kind of this like rocky terrain, right? It has a real like green tint to it. It's just kind of the lighting from the sky. I don't want to make green rocks. I feel like that would be weird. I can add some green to like a gray paint, but I don't want to go like full green. So this image is really cool right here. I kind of want to create this like layered, doesn't want to zoom in. I do want to create this like layered effect so I can have Team 7 up top, and then as I get more characters, kind of fill them in down below. So I'm gonna have like, I'm thinking like almost 3 layers of rocks to fill characters in, and almost kind of build it out like a staircase. So you can see the aesthetic we're going for. The rocks are all like actually pretty smooth and round. We want to really get those cracks going in there. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Should be pretty straightforward. I've got my base down. And then, so yeah, the next tip for, this is your next step. No. Step 4 is gonna be to take your base and carve around the edges so it doesn't look like a piece of foam, it looks more like a rock. And then skipping ahead, what we're gonna do after that is we have these cutoffs, and then I also have this big like leftover piece. These are gonna form your extra rocks. Like you don't wanna just have a plain platform. You're gonna take pieces like this, cut them to the right shape, and then you're gonna end up with your, I mean, this one's already pretty good to put at the back. You can see that right there. And then you're gonna start to form your extra layers so you can get different heights for your different figures. If you guys have seen my dioramas before, you know I always have that incorporated. So that's it, guys. So I'm gonna throw the, what do you call it? I'm gonna throw the time lapse on. I'm gonna carve this up. I'm at least gonna show some of it. My battery's pretty low on my phone. I'm gonna throw some One Piece on. I'm on like episode 75, I think. I could be wrong. Somewhere between like 70 and 80. I'm loving it. So if you guys have watched One Piece before, let me know down below. And this takes me back, man, because the last time I made this video, I was doing the same exact thing, except I was watching Hunter x Hunter. And it feels like so long ago that I watched Hunter x Hunter. So yeah, I will see you guys in a couple of One Piece episodes. Let's go. So here it is, guys. So I ended up kind of carving like cracks into the ground because that's kind of what it looked like was in the show. You can see the front edge here, it looks really good. I'm not gonna bother doing the sides because you can't see them anyway. They just kind of soften up the edge here. Here you can kind of see that, but yeah, I didn't want to go too deep because then it gets hard for the figures to stand, but I think this turned out really dope. So I'm gonna paint it black first and kind of get the black wash into the cracks and then just dry brush on some greenish gray on top. I think it's gonna look dope. So the next part I'm gonna do is make the smaller rocks to fit the back. That's why I didn't go all the way to the end because it's gonna be covered anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna work on those. I'm probably not gonna do as much detail because this took a long time and I don't need it on the smaller rocks. So I'll work on those. That'll probably be it for me today. And then I'll come back, pick this up again either tomorrow or the next day and start painting it. So let's work on those smaller rocks and then that should be good for today. All right, guys, and here is the diorama. I might play around and maybe make a few smaller rocks, but I wanna make sure I have lots of room up front if I wanna do a battle or something. You can always take things out as your display changes, but we've got a couple different levels going. So we've got the main level, we've got this level here, and then the third level, which is I think where I'm gonna put Team 7. So that's what I kind of said when I started. I wanted to have 3 levels. I think we've achieved that. Can fit some figures over here on the side, maybe some flight stands to get some people in the air. But yeah, super happy with how it turned out. I like the way all the little cracks look. I might add a few more on these, I don't know. But yeah, super happy with how it turned out. That's gonna be it for today. I've been working on this for quite a long time. So I'm gonna tuck this off to the side and then I will pick the video back up when we start painting.
Day 2.
All right, guys, it's like 2 days later. I didn't have time to work on this yesterday, but here it is. all in the detolf, looking nice. So I ended up making an extra rock here, did a little bit more detail work on the top, but I'm really liking how it's looking. And then I've got a few just kind of extra little rocks that I'll be able to like throw in there, kind of look like debris. So yeah, it is ready to be painted. So I talked about this earlier in the video, but I did end up scooching both of these down. So I kind of did them in the order of, I guess, like release, right? Because Naruto came before My Hero, which came before Demon Slayer. So I also reposed these guys, little added bonuses video, because I want to get the new Endeavor that's coming out and have him in the back there. So I think that's gonna look dope. I really like this Bakugo pose, but we're distracted. So I'm gonna take this out of here and it is ready to be painted. So let's get it. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got in terms of material, kind of stuff we're gonna be painting with. Everything I got from the dollar store. So the whole point of this video is to show you guys you can do this yourself. You guys saw foam from any type of hardware store, X-Acto knife, it's all we've needed so far. And then just some basic paint supplies that I picked up from the dollar store. So I got some green, I got some black, and I got some white. Obviously, if you're doing something a little bit more complex, you might need more colors, but that's all I got. And then you can paint these things with a brush, but I usually get these like foam brushes. I just find it works a lot better with the foam. You can't see the brush strokes and it's easier to get into the cracks. You can kind of like dab it rather than try and get the paintbrush in. So just in my experience, all the ones I painted, I've used these. They just work a lot better than the brushes, and you can kind of get like those, especially when you're dry brushing at the end, which I'll show you, you can kind of get the better effect. So yeah, I'm gonna paint this whole thing and all my other little rocks black first. I'm gonna do a full coat of black. I wanna get all the black into all these cracks, and then we're gonna dry brush the greenish gray on top, and then that'll have like the black shadow in it. So yeah, when this is all painted, we'll get it in the detolf, we'll get the figures on display, and I'll see you guys when we're ready to go.
Alright, go you make some paper, boy.
Alright guys, here is the finished product. Love the way this has turned out. Look at all the pieces. Just gonna let this paint dry and then I will get it in the detolf. We'll roll some B-roll, we'll get all the figures posed up to finish out this video. Just wanted to show you guys it here. I like the color that I came up with. Obviously it's still gray, but there's still like a definite like green tint to it, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Now normally when you do the light coat, sometimes you have to do 2 or even 3. But one, because I'm just dry brushing, I really want that black to show through, especially on this one. You can see like the scratches. I just kind of like the way that looks. I think I'm gonna be good with just one. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then hopefully tonight I'll be able to get the figures in there, and we'll finish out this video. Guys, I just realized I filmed all of that without all these little rock parts. I left them over where I was painting. So I'm not going to do all the B-roll again, but here it is. Doesn't really change it that much, but I think it looks cool. So I want to show you guys. All right, back to me recording without the rocks. And here is the finished display, guys. I'm absolutely loving it. Honestly, still feels like just surreal to have a Naruto display finally. So here are the three figures. We've got Sakura, we've got Naruto, and we've got Sasuke. Really love the way this diorama turned out, the colors, the way the black kind of shines through. It's exactly what I was hoping for. And so much room to pose figures. I wanted to do that. I didn't want to have too much going on. Like if I look at this My Hero one, it's got so many like extra rocks and things, and it looks cool, but not a ton of room to pose other figures. So I know there are going to be a ton of Naruto figures, so I want to maximize space. So I could fit easily 6 or 7 more figures in here, so long as they kind of fit into the war arc. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about not only the diorama, but the display. Obviously, it's really simple right now. I'm not really using all of the space. They're all just kind of in museum poses, but I really like the way this looks. This was the goal I wanted, and eventually fill out all this front with different figures, and we'll always have, you know, Team 7 up at the top. So I think that looks dope. The recreation, you know, the reuniting of Team 7, having them at the top there looks awesome. So, but yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts, and I can't wait to see this display grow with more figures. So that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this and you want to see more diorama videos or just more Naruto videos, which I definitely will be doing as this line continues to grow, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below. I know I haven't been posting a lot recently. I am gonna try and do it as much as I can. I'm gonna do a room tour really soon, because I know a lot of you have been asking for that, and I've been kind of waiting to get some stuff like this in here so that it could feel a little bit more complete. But I think I'm there now, so I'll do that video as soon as I can. I've just been really busy lately, but I'm gonna try to make more videos for you guys. So make sure you leave that like button if you want more content, and I'll definitely bring it to you guys. But thank you so much for all the love, all the support. We are so close to 2K subscribers. You guys have been killing it. So welcome to all the new subs. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're getting so close to 2K, like I said. And that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.